Talking about a hypothetical, one of my subscribers talked about this is one of the fights that need to happen. I think it was Mr. Davis. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Excuse me, struggling with my voice. Might have strep throat, but it ain't that big a deal. We'll continue to keep grinding. But talking about Anthony Yarde versus Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith Jr. It's probably a guy HBO may be looking to cash out on. And why not? Start a working relationship with a potential budding star, Anthony Yarde from the UK. If I'm HBO, I know they like Joe Smith Jr. He's from Long Island, New York. Good fighter. Got outclassed by Sullivan Barrera. I picked Smith to beat him, but Barrera outclassed him. He did get dropped. Barrera gets dropped every fight, but Barrera put it on him. But if I'm HBO, I know I'm working with Eddie Hearn. I know Eddie and Frank Warren don't get together. But if I'm HBO, I'm calling Frank Warren to see when Anthony Yarde is ready to come abroad, or come abroad over to the U.S. And and if he does, I want to give him an opportunity to face Joe Smith Jr. to see if he really got it and if he really a star. And this is not a tough task, but this is a step up in class for Anthony Yarde, facing a guy that got power like Joe Smith Jr., a guy that retired Bernard Hopkins. And it can take his notoriety to another level. He can be known in the U.S. and with an exciting fight and the physique and the power that he has and the athletic ability that he possesses. I think this is a good power move for Anthony Yarde to kind of step in that spotlight. Now, it depends on his trainer, his handler, Frank Warren, his manager, whoever that may be. Is he ready to step up on this level with Joe Smith Jr.? And is he ready for HBO and fighting in the United States? And I know they would love for him to get a world title in the UK, but, it's money over here to be made, and it's a vacancy to be filled by HBO. It's plenty of vacancies, They could bring Dame Du Bois over for the ride as well, There's plenty enough room for Frank Warren and his people to get in where they fit in. Bring Billy Joe Saunders as well. Bring Tyson Fury. I think he signed him from Hennessy Sports. Bring them all over, because HBO has a vacancy that need to be filled. They need somebody or some promoters to help fill the void left by Top Rank and by Al Heyman. They need fighters, and I think Anthony Yarde would be a step in the right direction. Also, Dane Du Bois and Billy Joe Saunders will be a step in the right direction for HBO. And see if some of them want to come fight in North America. See if they can get some of the UK, get a UK slot for them to fight over in the UK on HBO. Start the HBO UK thing. But I think Anthony Yarde coming to New York City facing Joe Smith Jr. maybe as a main event, maybe as a Dimitri Bivol, Trenton Brodenhurst kind of a fight in the afternoon or something like that. If they want to invest in Anthony Yarde, because they need to be talent searching, because Anthony Yarde is a talent that needs to be picked up right now. And if his handlers feel that they're ready to move in that direction, he's ready to be on the way to a world title, then why not smash this guy in the top 15 like Joe Smith Jr.? And it answers a lot of questions about Anthony Yarde durability and chin as well that hasn't been answered, on this type of level. And I think if he gets past Joe Smith Jr., then they can start selling him, as a potential Kovalev opponent somewhere in the next, 365 a year. As a Demetrius Bivol opponent, as an Arthur Beterbiev opponent. Let those four sell it out over the next year. Let Anthony Yarde get about one or two more HBO dates, versus, mid-level guys, maybe on a Kovalev undercard or a Barrera Bivol undercard or something like that. If you can get past Joe Smith Jr., use Joe Smith Jr. name one last time, and pretty much keep it moving. I think Yarde is a guy that HBO needs to inquire about and see if they can get him on his telecast versus Joe Smith Jr. Let Joe Smith Jr. Come back on a small card, make sure his jaw good enough, make sure he's looking good, and then put him in there with Anthony Yarde somewhere towards the end of the year. And I think it's a fight that HBO will like. It'll be a good brawl, definitely knockout. And it'll be a button star that they can kind of own right now with their network in the States. And I think they need Anthony Yarde right now as well as Daniel Du Bois. But let me know how y'all feel about it. We out.